Please be seated. Welcome and good morning. My name is Srinath Ikad. I'm the department head for Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering here at NC State. On behalf of North Carolina State University, the College of Engineering, and the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our graduates, parents, grandparents, spouses, family, and friends. Again, thank you for joining us for our December 2025 Diploma Award Ceremony. This is one of the most joyous occasions and a time of celebration for all. So, as we begin our program, I would like to, this is not done easily to organize something like this. So, I want to recognize a few people before we get started. Before the students get here, there's a lot of support system in the department that provides all kinds of help. So, for our undergraduate program, we have an advising office which is led by Cheryl Tran, Felix Rivere, and Kyle McGraw, and they basically shepherd the undergraduate students through the 4 years, ensuring that they get the right information and also make sure students are on track. So, and also on the graduate side, we have Summer Fulcher, Brandon Jones, and Jay Riddle, who also work on the graduate side to make sure our graduate students are well informed. So a round of applause for our two teams here. We also have several number of staff helping us today with the event itself. They are Riley Becker, Summer Fulcher, Brandon Jones, Molly Khanna, Gary Lofton, Kyle McGraw, Tola Ray, Jay Riddle, Jessica Serath, and Cheryl Tran. Again, thanks for our staff for participating and helping us. In addition to that, we also have several of our own students who are here helping us are Noah Bowman, Kelly Berger, Kata Cook, Garrett Fox, Haley Geithner, Dia Ghosh, Nicholas Jimenez, Sri Manian, Aryan Patel, who's going to join us here, Aryan, Emily Peterson, Alina Pinto, Alex Putnam, and Rishi Rao. So they all also are helping us with the event. Leading the platform party and helping us at the podium is Jessica Serath, who is the Executive Assistant and Special Project Manager for the department. Our graduate and undergraduate officers again make a lot of effort, right, to ensure that you have the right advice and help complete the degree. And so this is imperative that they play a big part in this ceremony. Finally, seated to the right of the platform here, there are a lot of MAE faculty here today attending this ceremony. Some of them will be here hooding their PhD students. I want to thank our faculty for continuing to work with our students and ensuring that they get the right education to become successful engineers once they leave the university. So thank you to our faculty. A little bit of introduction to the department for people who don't know much about what we do in addition to our training our students. I want to talk about our department with pride here. The MAE department offers two accredited undergraduate degree programs, one in aerospace engineering and one in mechanical engineering. We award diplomas to students in both the programs. They are both unique undergraduate programs. We also offer the same in mechanical and aerospace engineering, but for Masters of Science and Doctor of Philosophy also. So they have unique degrees again in mechanical and aerospace in the graduate side. The department currently has 54 tenure track faculty members and 9 teaching professors. Our fall 2025 enrollment is 585 first year intent students and 1,484 undergraduate students who are currently in the department. And we also have 396 graduate students. We are clearly one of the largest department in number of students in the College of Engineering and the second largest department at NC State. So we do a lot of service to not just this university, but to the state of North Carolina. Typically, over 30% of our undergraduate students graduate with honors or distinction. In the last few years, it has increased to almost 50% because of the quality of the students that are coming into our program. Our extramural research program, which attracts and supports our graduate students and also pays for the cost of conducting cutting-edge research, is over $16 million per year. And today, we'll be awarding 8 doctoral degrees, 18 Masters of Science degrees, and 43 undergraduate degrees. The department typically awards about close to 400 BS degrees and about 150 to 160 graduate degrees per year. Our spring graduation will be almost maybe 10 times the size of this one. So that's the reason we have it at Reynolds. But that's because of our way we do our senior design. Majority of our students do fall, spring, senior design, and they graduate in spring. So if you do come to our graduation ceremony in spring, the scale is pretty significant. We are, as I said, we are graduating 43 undergraduates today, of 9 are aerospace engineering and 34 are mechanical engineering. And we have 1 PhD in aerospace engineering and 7 in mechanical engineering. And on the MS side, we have 3 aerospace engineering graduates and 15 mechanical engineering graduates. My congratulations to all our graduates. So I'll start off today's event with 2 speakers. One is our graduate, former graduate student who's here, also getting put today. Is Dr. Morgan Dahlman. Morgan is graduating with a PhD in mechanical engineering. Her dissertation was contact-based simulation of glenohumeral loading and kinematics for understanding the mechanical underpinnings of musculoskeletal morphology and injuries. So I'm tired after that. Reflects her research interests in using musculoskeletal modeling and simulation to investigate the mechanics of muscle and soft tissue, and I'm pretty sure she'll do the next 45 minutes presentation on it. She completed her doctoral work under the mentorship of Dr. Kate Saul. Morgan earned her BS in mechanical engineering from Hope College in 2019, and through her academic career, her accomplishments have been recognized with several awards, including the NIH Ruth L. Kirstein National Research Service Award, individual predoctoral fellowships, as long as their title of a dissertation. So even the awards have long titles. And the Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Department Graduate Student of the Year Award. Beyond her research, Morgan has been actively involved in teaching, mentoring, and leadership through the MAE Graduate Student Association, the American Society of Biomechanics Student Chapter, and the Women in MAE Chapter. Women, not a chapter, it's here. She's currently a Hartwell postdoctoral fellow at the University of Virginia, where she continues to pursue her research in musculoskeletal biomechanics. Please welcome Morgan.
Good morning. I promise it will not be 45 minutes of me talking about biomechanics. But good morning, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, graduates. It is an honor to be here today, surrounded by people who understand what it means to design, build, test, break, and then build things again. As mechanical and aerospace engineers, we don't just learn equations. We learn how things move, adapt, and respond. And somewhere along the way, we learned a great deal about ourselves too. When I started on this path, I never imagined just how deeply engineering would shape the way that I see the world. My own journey from undergraduate to doctorate has been rooted in a fascination with mechanics of human movement. And when you model the human shoulder, or any complex system, you quickly learn that stability does not come from a single structure. It comes from a coordinated effort. From muscles that share loads, tissues that adapt, and systems that self-correct. In other words, strength is distributed. And that's true for us too. Every one of us sitting here reached this moment because of our own hard work and resilience. But also from a network of teachers who inspired us, mentors who guided us, friends who supported us, classmates who stayed up late debugging code with us or lab setups, and families who believed in us even on the days that we doubted ourselves. Today's achievements belong to us and to those who help stabilize us along the way. As engineers, we thrive on iteration, making something just a little bit better with every little attempt. Our projects, our simulations, our prototypes, they rarely work the first time. Neither do we. Growth is iterative, progress is nonlinear, and breakthroughs come from persistence fueled by purpose. And what makes this department and everyone in it so special is our shared willingness to take on the hard problems. We study fields that are both foundational and transformative. We design structures that carry loads, vehicles that fly, machines that heal, and systems that move people forward, the world forward. The world needs that, and the world needs us. But as we graduate today, I hope you remember this. Being an engineer is not just about solving the technical problems. It's about solving human ones. It's about solving human ones. It's about empathy, creativity, communication, and curiosity. It's about recognizing that behind every single equation, there is a person, a challenge, and/or a need. So as we step into the next chapter, I encourage you to keep chasing the questions that excite you. Follow the spark that brought you here in the first place, and don't be afraid to carve out a path, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's. We graduate today as engineers, yes, but also as thinkers, doers, and leaders. So let's go out there and think and do. Congratulations to each of you. May you build boldly, question deeply, and never lose your awe of how things move and how you can move them. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Our next speaker is our commencement speaker, Dr. Philip Leduc. I'm going to call him Phil. Phil got his BS and MS from our department, 93 95, and then went on and got his PhD from Johns Hopkins and spent some years as a postdoctoral fellow at Harvard Medical School. He's currently the William J. Brown Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Carnegie Mellon University with appointments in multiple departments like Biological Sciences, Biomedical Engineering, ECE, and Computational Biology. He has received the NSF Career Award, the Beckman Foundation Young Investigator Award, which is also being selected as a faculty member for the Sloan Foundation PhD program. He has been funded by incredible number of sources. One you might all recognize, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, NIH, and he also published in top journals on his research, which again is a variety of topics across the intersection of mechanical and biomedical engineering. He's very well known in his field and has created a great advertisement for our program by doing what he does as an undergraduate and a master's student from our department. So we are very proud of him being an alumnus of our department. And he also shared personally, he has his wife, Rachel, and he have a daughter and 2 sons, and he's also involved in many philanthropic organizations, including raising money for nonprofit organizations and mission trips to Africa and Armenia. So please welcome Dr. Philip Leduc.
So I graduated from here 20 some odd years ago, and this is one of the big differences. I can't see anymore. So it's an honor and pleasure to be here. I am you 25 years ago. I'm a massively loyal NC State fan. In fact, I was at the basketball game last night cheering as I did 25 years ago, watching the Wolfpack beat down Liberty. So very happy about that one. And so I'm here to kind of talk to you about your future. And kind of one of the things I want to talk about is how the world's your oyster, right? There's all kinds of opportunities coming up for you in the future, and you need to open yourself up to new opportunities. You also need to work hard. Your parents were probably happy to hear that, but you also need to enjoy life. So you need to do all of these in order to move forward. So let me start with an important thing that I'd like to, that let me ask you, and this is for you parents too and siblings. How many of you were not the valedictorian of your class? How many of you? All right? It's most of us, right? And so one of the important things is that people sometimes fixate too much on just the grades. I'm not saying, parents, I'm not saying don't get good grades, but I'm saying that opportunity comes at different times and for different people. And you, just because you weren't the valedictorian, just like I wasn't the valedictorian, can do many amazing things beyond what you actually think you might be able to do. And so what I'm going to talk to you today about is a few examples of this. I'm first going to talk to you about how this actually started here at NC State, this out-of-the-box thinking and trying new things. And then I'm going to tell you, have some fun with myself and tell you some great stories about out-of-the-box thinking and how it pops up at a really odd time in my life. And then kind of talk to you about NC State and what it means to me as we close. And I promise, I'm a professor. I can talk, as she said, we can talk for 40 minutes. I was told to keep it under 10, and this morning I timed in at 9:45, so we should be in good shape here. So NC State led me to be who I am, and the way I actually think. And so there's a faculty member here. He's actually in the front right now. His name is Larry Silverberg, and so for those of you who don't know Larry, he works all over the place and makes impact in many different areas. And one day I was at home, and it was around the holidays, and I think I turned on, I can't remember if it's Discovery or the History Channel, and there was this story going on about how Santa Claus can travel across the world, and there's a professor there talking about how he can do it through wormholes and how he can prove it. And lo and behold, it's Larry Silverberg, all right? And I turned to my wife and I go, hey, that's my master's advisor. And so I started telling him about him, and I won the Hall of Fame award a few weeks ago here in the department. And one of them was I was trying to figure out how it is that I came to who I am, and I figured out it was Larry, right? So Larry taught me, when we first came here, we started working between mechanical engineering and product and industrial design, right? We were working in the design school, which really had almost no connections at all, but we saw this connection of how we thought about the same problems, but we thought about it from different areas. And so this was the beginning of my way of thinking about out-of-the-box kind of approaches, and how do you combine things that are actually not normally combined and build upon them. And so we did this, and we took his work. He was working at the Mars Mission Research Center there, and we developed a class, and we worked together, and Larry was great. And we developed this whole new kind of out-of-the-box approach that kind of affected me from that. And so then I graduated from here, and I went off I learned about, how many people have ever heard in mechanical engineering of planes, trains, and automobiles, right? Because that's what we learn, right? We learn solid mechanics or control theory or fluid mechanics and how they apply to that. And what I eventually learned through Larry is, these are just systems that we work on. And so the systems that I work on are no longer planes, trains, and automobiles, but I work on medicine, right? That's why I went to Harvard Medical School, to kind of learn from the medical side of things. I learn about nature, right? I do everything from looking at the brain now. I work on robotics with 400 million-year-old extinct creatures. I work on Rembrandt paintings, artificial intelligence. And you might say these things have nothing in common, but they do. They're all just systems. And we use mechanical engineering to apply ourselves to these different systems. So all of you actually have a common vein. Even you aerospace, right? Carnegie Mellon doesn't have an aerospace program. They all come through mechanical engineering. We all have a vein for the way we look, but we can apply it to these different systems in really new and novel ways. So I went off and I did this at Johns Hopkins. I was the first person to do mechanical engineering and cell biology. Then up at Children's Hospital and Harvard Medical School for my fellowship. I worked with one of the foremost experts in the world in cancer. There were 3 engineers in a group of 100 medical doctors and cell biology students. And after they figured out I could do more than fix a printer, which they asked me to do many times, they figured out I had other things that I could actually contribute. And so this is kind of what I did. And as I went off to Carnegie, and I do the same thing. And all of you can do this in these different ways, but you have to keep your minds open to these different opportunities. And so now I'm going to make fun of myself. I'm going to have a little fun about one of these times when these new ways of thinking and opportunities actually occurred to me. So about 15 years ago, I was at this National Academy of Engineering event, and there were about 100 people there. And we were there for dinner before the talk. And the keynote speaker, the keynote speakers, they always have these long resumes of what they've done. And this guy, who's the keynote speaker, was sitting 2 seats away from me. And so at dinner, and so I started talking to him. And this is before, I know you guys don't realize this, but there were at one time cell phones that did not have internet. It actually did exist one day in the past. And so this guy sitting there, and so I start talking to him because I hear he started this company. I have no idea what this company is, and I can't search the guy's name. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, oh, so he's a really nice guy. I'm like, so how do you choose to buy companies, blah, 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 blah. And a really nice guy. We had this great conversation. And then he got up to halfway through the talk, he pulls out his BlackBerry, right? Everyone in the back, we know what BlackBerries are. Everyone in the front, you probably have no idea. So BlackBerries are what iPhones are. Are today. So it was the first phone that you could have that would actually connect to the internet. And he pulls it out, and I said to him, distinctly said to him, remember, I said, I don't want people to have access to me 24 hours a day. I'm not really a big fan of this. And he goes, oh, really? He goes, well, I tell you something. He goes, I think this may be the direction of the future for these kind of phones. And so we had this discussion back and forth. And then he went on, and then they called him up to give his talk. And so he gets up there, and they're like, oh, he's so-and-so. He started this company, la, 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 la. And then his very last sentence just stopped me in the track. He said, and last year, his NHL Anaheim Ducks won the Stanley Cup championship. His? So this guy's name is Henry Samuel, and he started this company you might have heard of called Broadcom, right? Obviously, he's a multi-billionaire. Amazing guy. I actually still keep in contact with him. But in doing so, he opened my eyes to the power of where things were going, right? Some of my work in kind of microtechnology and now in artificial intelligence is actually kind of came from this guy. And this was at a totally inopportune moment where I'm not really thinking about changing, but I was open enough to actually have these discussions. So I implore you, be open at all times to these kind of opportunities, because they may take you in different directions and give you things that you didn't expect. And so finally, to close off, I want to bring you back to NC State, a place that's very near and dear to my heart. So it's not just what you learn here, but who you meet and your friends and your connections here. The people that I met here are still lifelong friends of mine. The people I was at the basketball game last night are friends of mine that I actually had when I was undergrad there. We still go, once a year we go to a beach weekend, and we still hang out. And these are the people that make my life good. Not the only people. I'm married, I have kids, I love my family. But I implore you to look at your friends, look around you, and keep these connections for the rest of your life, and keep that as part of who you are as an NC State grad, because those amazing things will actually come from those connections. And you might say, well, how do I get a return on investment? You're not. They may help you out, but they're friends of yours who are there to be supportive and help you live and have a good life, which is so important today, as it will be long into the future. So with this, thank you once again for the opportunity to talk. I again come back to the world is your oyster. You can go so many different ways. Work hard, open yourself to new opportunities, and make sure to enjoy life. Thank you so much, and look forward to graduating all of you.
So as Phil said, he got a red jacket from the Alumni Hall of Fame event a couple of weeks back, and there's something all of you should think about as you go through your career. Come back one day and be a proud alumnus here, and we'll look forward to having you guys back. Let me get started with the main event, which is presentation of the diplomas. We'll start with the graduate diplomas. So let me introduce Dr. Kate Saul. She's a professor and associate department head and director of graduate programs, who will recognize and present diplomas to our graduate students, and Aryan will assist us.
All right. Well, let's get started with our graduate students. I will be reading the names of the graduate students who will be receiving their degree in the graduate programs of Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy in both mechanical and aerospace engineering. As the marshals direct the students to the podium, I'd like to share a little bit more about the programs themselves. I've so enjoyed working with these phenomenal students. To be granted the master's degree, the student completes 30 credit hours beyond the 4-year bachelor's program, including a research thesis, independent project, or internship. And the master's students wear a hood with their regalia to recognize their advanced mastery, and the orange color symbolizes the field of engineering. The Doctor of Philosophy degree requires 72 credit hours of coursework beyond the bachelor's, plus a comprehensive dissertation on an original research topic. The dissertation represents an advancement of knowledge in the field, pushing the boundary of research forward, and encompasses years of work that has been guided by an advisor and committee. Doctoral students wear a longer hood with the regalia that vary in design, but include blue velvet signifying the PhD, and their gowns and hoods may also bear colors of the institution, which you might notice on the faculty regalia as well. Each student will be hooded by their advisor or mentor, symbolizing the official conferral of their doctoral status and welcoming them as a peer. We will now celebrate these students, and just note, as the students cross the stage, they will not be announced in alphabetical order. First, I will recognize the students I will recognize Morgan first. Morgan is receiving a PhD in mechanical engineering. Her name is Morgan Dahlman, hometown Holland, Michigan, advisor Dr. Catherine Saul. Thesis title, Contact-Based Simulation of Glenohumeral Loading and Kinematics for Understanding the Mechanical Underpinning of Musculoskeletal Morphology and Injuries. All right, PhD in Aerospace Engineering. Ryan Dubosky, hometown Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. Advisor, Dr. Venkat Narayanswamy. Thesis, Integrated Experimental and Numerical Investigation of Solid Fuel Ramjet Combustion Dynamics, but hooded by Jack Edwards. Aman Kaushik, hometown Jodhpur, India. Advisor, Dr. Afsana Rabi. Thesis title, Numerical Framework for Mechanical Response of Composite Metal Foam Under Various Conditions. Zubin Chako, hometown Chandigarh, India. Advisor, Dr. Afsana Rabi. Thesis title, Thermomechanical Performance of Composite Metal Foam. Nicholas Christian Garcia, hometown Fayetteville, North Carolina. Advisor, Dr. Xiaoning Zhang. Thesis title, Piezoelectric and Laser Ultrasound Methods for Non-Invasive Structural Sensing at High Temperatures. Namish Pandya, Porbandar, India. Advisor, Dr. Srinath Akkad. Thesis title, Internal Cooling of Gas Turbine Blade with High Performance Features under High Reynolds Number Condition. Haitao Qing, Jinan, China. Dr. J. Yin. Thesis title, Snapping Mechanical Intelligence for High Performance Soft Robotics. Mashfiq Rahman, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Dr. Human Tafreshi is the advisor. Thesis title, Studying Electrospinning via CFD, DEM Modeling, and Machine Learning. Let's congratulate our doctoral students. I will now present the degrees in the Master of Science of Aerospace Engineering. Derek Austin Geiger from Raleigh, North Carolina. Abhi Gandikota from Oak Ridge, North Carolina. Eric St. Clair, Raleigh, North Carolina. Isaac Bradley Weber, Morton, Illinois. Harshil Mehta, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I will now present the Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Saad Shabir, Pakistan. Wade Cannon, Hillsborough, North Carolina. Thomas McAllister, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oscar Ignacio Valadez Puente, Raleigh, North Carolina. Patrick Stephen Chester, Towamencin, Pennsylvania. Andrew Taylor, Amherst, New Hampshire. Junsu Kim, Daegu, South Korea. Blake Seif, Pine Knoll Shores, North Carolina. Brandon Michael McAllister, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Annie Renee Harden, Rockingham, North Carolina. Ethan Marshall Twitty, Greensboro, North Carolina. Sarvesh Santosh Babade, Maharashtra, India. Pratik Prakash Chachis, Maharashtra, India. Joseph Alonso, Cary, North Carolina. Jacob Bradfeud, Irmo, South Carolina. Caitlin Maldi, Charlotte, North Carolina. Abdullah Salama Al-Sharari, Saudi Arabia. One more round of applause for all of our graduates.
Now I invite Dr. Tarek Echeki, Professor, Associate Department Head for Undergraduate Programs, to come in and present the undergraduates in Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering.
It's a beautiful morning. In a moment, I will recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering and Mechanical Engineering. Commencement marshals, please line up the undergraduate students to be recognized. I will announce the academic honors, when applicable, and hometown of each graduate as they cross the stage. Please be aware that students will not be presented in alphabetical order. Students graduating cum laude have a GPA between 325 and 349 and wear a white stole. Students graduating magna cum laude have a GPA between 3.5 and 374 and wear a silver stole. Students graduating summa cum laude have a GPA between 375 and above and wear a gold stole. I'm now happy to read the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Landon Hyatt from Mount Airy, North Carolina. William Kurtz, Raleigh, North Carolina. Mason Simic, summa cum laude, Marshall, North Carolina. Behzad Namazi Fard, magna cum laude, Raleigh, North Carolina. Samuel Patterson, cum laude, Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. Jared Din, cum laude, Cary, North Carolina. Now I'll be happy to read the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Raleigh Kalsh, Marietta, New Jersey. Michael Noonan, Wilmington, North Carolina. Mohit Himtani, Indore, India. Noah Curtis, Clemens, North Carolina. Seth Rimmer, Bessemer City, North Carolina. Sam Lee, Angier, North Carolina. Jackson Bobo, Roanoke, Virginia. Gus Deek, Dakey, Cary, North Carolina. Chase Dalton Schoaf, Salisbury, North Carolina. Grant Thomas Woodson, magna cum laude, Raleigh, North Carolina. Landon Greenleaf, cum laude, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Sean Knight, summa cum laude, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Katie Castle, summa cum laude, Atlanta, Georgia. McLean Pate, summa cum laude, Bladenboro, North Carolina. Kendrick Oxendine, Fairmont, North Carolina. Caleb Locklear, summa cum laude, Maxon, North Carolina. Carson Anthony Reeves II, Chesapeake, Virginia. Caleb Montez Martinez, cum laude, Charlotte, North Carolina. Jacob Michael Haywood, summa cum laude, Mount Airy, North Carolina. Carson Grant Hegler, cum laude, Asheville, North Carolina. Jacob Nobles, magna cum laude, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Carrie Hurrell, magna cum laude, Salem, Virginia. Ryan Lynch, summa cum laude, Cary, North Carolina. Robert Andrews, summa cum laude, Cary, North Carolina. Abby Lake, cum laude, Charlotte, North Carolina. Allison McEnany, cum laude, Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Evan August, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sydney Hughes, summa cum laude, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Eric Nalpruset, magna cum laude, Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Last but not least, Grace Cully, Chadsford, Pennsylvania. So this concludes the presentation of our Bachelor of Science degree candidates. Congratulations to these graduates as they embark on the next stage of their careers. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Professor Saul, Professor Echiki for helping with this, and also to Aryan for handing over the diplomas to me. All the graduates, please stand up. I now present the graduating class for May 2025 and December 2025. Congratulations to all of you. On behalf of the MAE faculty, congratulations and welcome to the NC State family of alumni. From this point on, we are forever connected. You have worked hard to achieve your degree, and we are here to acknowledge your efforts and celebrate this event with you. Thank you. This is a well-deserved recognition of your accomplishments. So let's give a round of applause again. Please be seated. So as a professor, I have to exercise some talking too. So no, I'm just kidding. As I mentioned earlier, you and the graduates and NC State are forever connected. As Phil rightly said, it remains with you, your alma mater. And again, as faculty and staff in this department, we are partners in your success. And your success enhances our reputation, and our reputation and successes then enhance our success. So I always joke that if we were a corporation, you would be our product. The student would be our product, and we would love to see our products be successful. So as such, we all have a responsibility to do our best. I call on you today to stay connected to the department, as all strong departments have strong ties with their alumni. We also need your support and help to keep moving forward and training the next generation of mechanical and aerospace engineers. We value your input, we want your input, we encourage you to support your department. We also regularly post success stories on our department website and our social media about what our alumni are doing, what achievements they have made. So please send us your stories. Visit our website, check on your former friends from your undergraduate who are doing well and their stories, and stay connected. Again, at the end of it, I always say, my personal advice for all of you is to stay positive. You will always be able to achieve a lot more in your life with positivity, especially when things are tough. Some of you have gone through high school, I think, during COVID. So post-COVID, you came here. So that was a tough time that you already came out of. You have the backing of a strong foundation. And as Phil again pointed out, that foundation that we gave you here at NC State will serve you well. But it doesn't mean you cannot stop striving hard. So continue to strive hard and not take anything for granted. Again, let me close this by asking you on this year of celebration to recognize the deep pride that your parents, family, and friends feel for you. So please thank your parents, family for the support and for the encouragement in helping you reach this day. So I would kindly ask all the parents, family, and friends who are here to stand up so we can give you an applause for your backing of our students. Thank you. The MAE faculty, staff, and students join me in thanking you all for the immense support you have provided to our graduates. Once again, congratulations. Good luck in your life pursuits. Again, keep in touch and let us know how you're doing. Again, let's give our December 2025 graduates another round of applause. Thank you, and this concludes the December 2025 MAE Diploma Award Ceremony. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you. Please wait till the party leaves the floor, and then after that you can do whatever you want. Enjoy.